Hello and welcome to another Supreme Commander cast. This isn't my usual fare of a 1v1, quite obviously and plainly seen, but we have a 4v4 on this map, which is CanisRiver. Oh my goodness, my memory of the maps is bad, but as this map, I do know it well as the 1v1 map, of course, not as this 4v4. I'm having so many ACUs on such a small map. We are going to see some fireworks, I can tell you that much. This is going to be a knife fight, and it's going to be exciting. Even so, these are all really high ranked players, so we should expect amazing things. First off, we should be able to notice that we don't have an overwhelming occurrence of Cyber Commanders. We have quite a lot of Aeon, and the reason for that is that because it's such a small map, the gun upgrades that the Aeon Commander allows for much. The Aeon Commander is going to be good with the gun upgrades, and also the Auroras are able to maneuver around the map much more effectively because of its amphibious capabilities and these lakes. So being able to kite and retreat over the water is going to give the Aeon a huge advantage. Having a quick look at the build orders, everyone's been very sensible, building the 4 mexes first and then the hydrocarbons up north. That's the way there's some coordination going on with this middle player going air first rather than land first as everyone else is doing. I hope to see the other people doing exactly the same thing. The South are definitely doing a slightly different build order. Building the hydrocarbons, prioritize the hydrocarbons before the mexes. This first P-gen is clearly a mistake. The hydrocarbon should have gone off before that P-gen or the mexes. Something not quite right happened there. But I like what the South are doing. They've grouped up the ACUs and the force up the middle together. And this is going to constitute a concentration of force that is going to be overwhelming, and it's what I would be doing. What I'd also like to see very quickly from these guys is to pick the Aeon Commanders and prioritize the gun upgrades on them. So everyone groups together, all the ACUs build the gun upgrades on 1 or 2 of the Aeon Commanders, and that will just give them a huge advantage. That ACU can pump with the damage, where the other ACUs can just tank. The north, their ACUs are much more spread out. Yeah, definitely the weaker option. These ACUs walking up together are going to cause a very, very rude shock. We've got all sorts of units running around the map. There's quite a lot of mass reclaim scattered all over the map, so you want to see that. Of course, with so many players, there are so many assault bots running around the map, going to be hunting for that. And let's just have a look at the build orders going on. Nothing too surprising here. Get some land factories down, and we can have a look up here before the action really starts proper. Just building land factories, going up to a T2 max at so early. This is a surprise. I'm not quite sure where he got the max mass to be able to do that. I wonder if his allies are affording the mass. Wow, these guys are going T2 maxes, all of them, so quick. I'm quite sure the South aren't doing that, although no, there is quite a lot of upgrading going to T2 maxes so soon. I'm surprised by that, but I'm going to trust these guys to know what they're doing, or the South at least. I think we are going to see some surprises when these ACUs are going to make their presence felt when they emerge from the water. Does the water afford them some kind of stealth from radar? I'm not sure. Let me go to Smurf Hunter. Yeah, that's quite clever. They're going along the river to keep themselves concealed from the radar. And of course these guys don't have sonar, because why would you have sonar? That would just be stupid. There are no boats on this map. Let's have another look just to see when the reveal happens. Okay, they've got some dots there, they know something's going on, but they don't know those are ACUs yet, not all 3 of them, and there's a 4th coming out soon. Who knows why that's pinging over there. And are these guys going to get into the back of the base, into the economy? That'll be exciting. I'm not quite sure why the radar has gone down, but it's been pinged. So, did they cross over into the river again? I just want to keep on this view, just to make sure that we know when the North team identifies the shitstorm that is about to be unveiled upon their poor souls. Now, I didn't choose this replay, so I don't, or I mean, I chose it, but it was recommended. So I don't know how long this game lasts for, but hopefully some amazing things are going to happen, and it's going to be fun and exciting. And we've got some bombers out doing some work from the south. We've got Red Bomber here. Red Bomber hasn't done anything useful yet. Go kill an engineer, Mr. Red Bomber. There's only one. North is playing very passive. They're not doing anything aggressive. They're just sitting back, trying to be defensive. And these ACUs are just walking up here, and I imagine they're gonna emerge from the water over here just to smash face. That's nice. Radars are actually quite expensive. They cost about 80 mass, so it's always a good idea to destroy them. I'm gonna go back to observer mode because I want to know what the hell these ACUs are doing. Yes, they are still walking. Oh, they're getting the upgrades just as I wanted them to do. The upgrading. Oh, this is fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted them to do. This is beautiful play. This is exactly how I would have played it. Such coordination. These guys must be in a team speak together. Really following direction well. I wonder how many upgrades they're going to get. Are they just going to get the one upgrade? There. That's a T2 done. Okay. So they're probably going to be looking to be building some triads up here. I wonder what other upgrades they're going to go for. Gun upgrade, gun speed upgrade. They're doing it. But I wonder, I want them to come out. I don't know how large their window is. Because if they are able to plant down some T2 defenses here, that could go quite some way to nullifying or thwarting this. But I don't like the play from the north, because even though they don't know what's happening, let's go to Smurf Hunter. They haven't seen the commanders. They don't know what's going on. Their commanders are spread out. They're playing incredibly passively. They know something's in the water. They saw some radar blips there. That's suspicious. You want to be checking that out. There shouldn't be blips in there. It was a scout plane that identified the blips. Do scouts have sonar? That's a detail I did not notice before. Okay, they've come off the water. We lead in with, okay, radar system, why not? The reveal is done. The reveal is done. They want to go for the P-gens. Yep, they're building the triads. These commanders are going to be running defense or blocking. What is American football term for that? Where you got the guys got the ball and the other guys are just defending and making sure they just take damage. But he's shooting his friend because, oh my god, what are you? Why are you shooting your friend? Some gunships, that's nice work. They don't really have an answer for that. The T1 PDs are doing better work than the T2 PDs. Oh my, there's no answer for these guys. These guys are going to thwart the defense. You're going for, yep, more T1 PDs. But they're going to have an answer for these T2 gunships, Corsairs. Definitely going to need an answer for that. But right now, these guys are in absolute havoc. Okay, we've got some T1 AA, which is nice. What else is happening on the map? Is anything happening down here? No, there's some small light rain, but nothing of consequence. There's North commanders are getting desperate. They're going to try and relieve some pressure up from the north, trying to do a distraction there. It seems like they've cleared out the airplay, and now they've just got all these. Oh, this is a nightmare. But they're getting some T2 PD up now, which is, I'm not sure targeting the ACU is the best choice. Maybe getting the PDs a bit. Definitely want to see some T2 PDs here. This will definitely help thwart it, but these commanders are an absolute roughshod over the entire base. This is some aggressive, nice, imaginative play. I knew there was going to be a knife fight, and this is what I was hoping to see. This commander down here is just trying to relieve some pressure in the north. Even though you've got 4 ACUs just fighting up in the north, they still got all these units coming up. So all these Auroras will be trying to take care of these ACU, but will definitely be trying to come up north to support this aggression. No, North's ACUs, I don't like the fact that they aren't doing anything useful. This one isn't doing anything particularly useful. This one, I don't know. just upgrading. Blue's trying to do the best. There's a 4th ACU in the North team. I don't know where he is, but I don't think he's doing enough. At least we got Cerberus out. You should be building triads, sir. You should definitely be building triads. I don't know what these shields are about, but you definitely have to start trying to keep these ACUs at bay, because these are wrecking the economies of your friends. Okay, so these shields are trying to help allow this triad to be built. Hopefully they can build it quickly enough. The Cerberus is doing some work, it's got some range. They're not building these PDs fast enough. Oh, there's just so much going on the map at the moment. Blue is trying to do the best he can. He's managed to somehow clear up all the Auroras. And even all this going on, there's some slight rating going down on the east. Now, South's ACUs are definitely starting to take some damage. They're looking a bit low, they're looking a bit sad. It might be worthwhile trying to get some veterancies on these guys. Red is just 1 kill from veterancy. That will definitely help. Looking to get T1 land factory, I don't know. Oh, this is smart. This land factory is blocking the shots on the PD from the Cerberus. So this is just a cheap meat shield. I like that, but it's probably not the best idea. Well, this ACU is taking all the tank. If North would just have its ACUs up here, they would really be able to limit what is going on here. There'd be some nice tanking capacity, get some building down as well. But I think North has held this advance. The consequences for two of its allies have been quite disastrous. But North has held. There's a lot of wreckage here. They're going to be able to push this incursion down. These ACUs are actually quite isolated north. I like this. The north, or south rather, the south ACUs are retreating back into the water. They're going to think the water is safe. The water is not going to be safe. So North is looking to try and trap these ACUs and get the kill on some of them as they try to retreat south. Now North has 1 ACU here. Blue's down here, Brown's here. Where is the 4th ACU? I don't know where he is. And there are too many players and too many ACUs to keep track of. Is he doing anything useful? I just hope he's doing something useful. It's teal. Oh, there's orange and brown. They're very slightly the same color. Oh yeah, maybe it'll come clear to me. There he is. He's been in the base the whole time, not getting any tank done, which is perhaps a little bit sad to see. We're getting some more upgrades down. So it looks like South is doubling down on the ACU push. They're looking quite vulnerable here. Now, a few I want to say a few T2 bombers, top bombers would be good, but I think South has identified that threat and have established air superiority over the ACUs. Oh, is that a Billy? Oh, jeez, these guys are just not giving up. So what's the target for that? Going for the T2 Maxes, that is fine by me. So I forget what the rules are for the Billy. They don't have any TMD up here. I think a TMD stops it. But not before two T2 Maxes get taken down. And let's see if our Buzzkill is going to take it down. And come on, that seemed to work. Okay, so the Billy is done. Blue is trying to play the same game, securing a turtle base in front. Wait, Mercies? Haven't seen Mercies in a while. So red is looking for. They're probably after the blue ACU. Looking a little bit vulnerable, or maybe any of the other ACUs they're probably going to try and get the kill on. I'm not sure why we're having Medusas here. You don't need that many Medusas to take out a T1 PD, so I don't quite know what that's in aid of. We're getting some more upgrades. I have no idea how many upgrades we have here so far, but it's a lot to keep track of. North is trying to push into the base down as always. We've got some Medusas securing the right hand side of the map. Brown has the left side of the map, so Even though Brown's base has been utterly destroyed, they've kind of migrated to the southeast of the map, and the same thing for our grey player as well. So their economies aren't completely, well, it's not good. Jack Hart has by far the worst economy somehow, the income of only of 13. Not really upgrading his mexes particularly well. And he's about to lose all of his power down here. This is a questionable location for his power build. I don't know why. Okay, so South is definitely looking for a kill in the ACU with Mercies and gunships coming in. But which ACU are they going to target? The blue is definitely looking the most vulnerable, but it's actually quite protected from the air. So I don't know if the blue ACU is going to be the target, but they're definitely making a move. Brown is definitely the most vulnerable. North ACUs are moving out. This is Team ACU North. That's a fairly okay name. But the turret's established. These gunships are on it. I don't think they even need the Mercies. This ACU is done and dusted. Oh, that's bless his little heart. He's trying, but it's not going to be enough. If he was a good team player, this is the time to push. Control X, select all your units. F4, give all your units to your friends. And if you want to know what to do, it's Control X, F4, click. Control X, F4, click. Damn you. Gift your units to your friends. You hate your friends. You're looking for them to die. You gift your units. You're a bad man. Oh, you're a bad man. Control X for select all. F4 to open the diplomacy. Click units. Gift your units to your friends. Oh, jeez. 1500 ranks in global play. He should know better. So far for the skybox has left my ACU. That was stupid. Yeah, the skyboxes weren't gonna save you from the Mercies, but he is done. Okay, so the North ACUs, they are gonna make easy work of these T1 light artillery. I'm not quite sure what that's in aid of, but this is some very easy veterancy for the ACUs up here. They had 5 Mercies too, a few more than 5, son. Okay, so most of the gunships died. They're building more gunships. They're probably... Yeah, I think Smurf Hunter is going to be quite safe from a snipe from the air. They're going to need a lot more to push through there. I feel these ACUs need to be doing more work. Lots been invested into them, a lot of upgrades. I don't know. They are killing stuff. Move south. Just, you know, just keep killing stuff and nothing can go wrong. Okay, this is bold. We've got an ACU and a T2 transport. Where are you going? Are you going to try something risky? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. With so much air superiority in the south, this is a very bold move indeed. Maybe he's just trying to move it next to his blue friend. Hey, I quite like that. Smurf Hunter is blue. That makes sense. But is Smurf Hunter also a Smurf? I don't know. Or is it just he just hunts Smurfs? This is actually quite bold, especially considering how many Mercies, how many gunships they have. Maybe North is thinking that the situation is incredibly desperate and they need a bold move to try and get into the game. But if the South just knew this ACU was here, he would be dead. The gunships and the Mercies would be tickets. This ACU moved away from his flak and his shields. This is a bad move. You want to... Oh, jeez. Again, Control X, F4, give. You know you're going to die. You're not going to live through this. Even if you get to the shields, you're going to die. Control X, F4. Oh. He nearly made into his shields, but that was only going to give him seconds of life. Left. You even had a Percival out on the field. A Percival would have done nice work, but... sadly, all this infrastructure is about to explode because he didn't gift his units like a good team player ought. Yeah, the one player is telling the other player to be careful of the air, it's gonna die. At least we've got some flak here and the SAM as well. Against gunships, you probably prefer flak over the SAM because of the area of effect, and the gunships tend to group up. Okay. I don't know what happened there. An ACU is clearly dead. There are less Mercies on the map, so maybe it was that. I remember there being ACU there building up some defenses. It's not there anymore. There are fewer mercies on the map, so I'm going to conclude my brilliant reasoning that was a mercy snipe. So it's now a 1v4, and you're not winning this. I hope you know this. You're not winning. You're about to die. I would suggest running away or be a coward or do something, but you're just gonna die. There's nothing for you here. But he's trying. You know what the little trainer could? The little trainer tried to go up the hill and all he had to do was positive thinking and like, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. Well, not this time. No amount of positive thinking is going to save this poor guy's life. This was the little trainer couldn't. Poor guy. But I would say he is living longer than I'd expect him to have lived. Where are the mercies now? Have they run out? There are scouts coming down. Now you're trying to run away, although I don't quite know where you're trying to run to. Do you actually have a monkey lord that's about to come online that you feel is going to give you hope? There is no hope. The only question is, how are you going to meet your death? And he's being obstinate, so I'm going to speed it up to at least see the manner in which he chooses to die. Is he going to jump into his transport? What do you think you have the economy to do that? You kind of do. It's not quite, but if you he doesn't have the energy, but it's actually building. This will be interesting if this is buildable. I don't think it is. And even if it is buildable, would it be enough? No, he won't have the resources for this. He's going to run out of mass. And his economy isn't going to be strong enough to support. His economy is evaporating. And they know what's up. The torpedo launcher is coming down. There he is, and it's all over. That was actually a fun game. It was great. It was a knife fight. It was 8 ACUs on the map that should never be occupied by 8 ACUs. Things died. South had a very coordinated strategy. I really liked it. They were walking up the rivers to be stealthy and not seen, and they largely weren't. There were a few radar blips coming across the land bridge, but that was identified as a threat. They then hid there, getting the upgrades up, and then they built the stuffs here. I thought it would be more effective. I thought this strategy would have led to greater results, but North was quite good in containing it. And it was only with this ACU down here that was in a situation he should never ever have been and far too vulnerable. He exploded to superiority. And if both of these players had gifted the units, the North would still be in for a good run. It would definitely would have afforded Sui the infrastructure and the capacity to maybe get that Monkey Lord online. And I think that's perhaps the greatest lesson in all of Supreme Commander. If you are about to die and you have allies, all you have to do, Control X selects all your units, F4 opens diplomacy, and then select player to give all your stuff to moments before you die. Just do that and all is well. And all you have is lost in the ACU, and your allies are probably a little bit upset that they have double the work to do because you died. But that's better than losing everything. So, hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again next time.